Cheers. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. That's right, guidelines, baby. Gotta turn on the heating pad. All right, we're ready to go. Gotta clean this room up. Okay, we're at the workbench. We're working. What's going on, Shane? I don't know. They want to do a clubhouse tonight, so I got all dressed up. I was ready to go. I was upstairs with my suit jacket. I was ready to go. And then nobody who was home. So I got Shane, I got Jason, I got Joe Fan, I got Nolan. The names are all jacked up. I got Carol. What's going on, everybody? Hey. I just figure I'm catching up. I'm catching up on my Tila faces. I got a bunch I'm doing. Where's the other one? I thought there was another one. Oh yeah. So this is the collection of Tila heads that I have to fix the eyes. And this is the one I was looking at to make the eyes like hers. What's going on, Eldor? What's happening, my friend? What's going on? Speaking Moistly's in the house, I believe, or I could call him Chubulu. Yeah, you know, good old YouTube and their stupid changes, man. I tell you. Oh yeah. So that's what I was doing. I need to. Well, come on. I'm doing those eyes because they were way up in the head. So I'm fixing the eyes for everybody. What's going on, Prince? How you doing? Yes. I mean, and I know I'm not even on StreamYard. I just hit live on my phone. I set it up on one of those little things you get from Walmart that like kind of grab onto stuff, and I just set my phone up top. So, just the way to do it. So everybody doing good today? I've had a rough, not a rough go, and this is first world problems because I was still getting paid for my job. But when you're in sales and you're in commission sales, crap, man, you're expecting to try to do something to make yourself more money, and you can't get past the base pay because you ain't got no dang customers coming in. It's a pretty rough go, man. I'm trying to look at the freaking picture to see if there's any similarities, but bpaul007, if your name is different, let me know who you are, because I'm not noticing by the picture. But I think so. We still have quite a bit to go, right? I'm hoping we get at least a Tila with her outfit and a man-at-arms in his outfit, and then those troopers, like the evil horde or the evil Skeletor's troopers that kind of look like a Star Wars action figure, right? But I think that would be cool. Dude, I'm telling you, Shane, it's not like even though, like I said, yeah, I walked out. I'm making the money that I was making because that's what the base pay was. But I'm not egotistical, but I'm a confident person, and I'm a person that believes in myself, and I believe in my skill, and I do okay, and you all know I can talk, so. When I leave there and I only like today was a short day. I only did 5 hours instead of 10, but I was there 5 hours. I saw one set of customers like the whole day. And the worst part is the last 3 days I did do 10s, and I saw a total of 3 people in 3 days in 30 hours. You would think, right? You would think it was cars. It's mattresses. And yes, I guess it's like higher end luxury mattresses and stuff like that, but and nobody wants to spend the extra money on that shit right now. It's like just right around the corner. You got Christmas coming. Everybody's got to spend money on gifts. Who's gonna go? Yeah, you know what? Let's splurge and get ourselves a high end expensive mattress. But I don't know. It's very frustrating, very very frustrating, and I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna just shut up and I'll just keep going, keep doing it, right? Man, I tell you. And Joe fan, yeah, I mean, not being salesman at all, but I always tell people, I don't care if you get it from me or if you get it from Amazon. If you switch pillows, like if you have a new bed and it's firm, you don't want a flat squishy pillow, but if you have a soft bed, you also don't want a tall pillow. You want to have a pillow that's going to separate your shoulder from the pillow from the bed. So you want to have a pillow about the size of your if you have wider shoulders, you want a pillow that's a little taller. You want to separate that. You want to keep your spine neutral. God, that was salesman-y. Damn. Serious. It's terrible. Oh, well, I'm looking at more. And if I don't recognize you, I apologize because they've changed all the names, man. Might be because I'm egotistical. I'm a master mechanic and my skills are in demand. No AI or yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Need a taller taco? What the hell? Yeah. So, and that's, I mean, yeah, it's, you want to have that separation. You do want to have that. Um, yeah, pillow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was, you want to do, cause like, if you think about it, when you're laying on a mattress, if you have something soft, your body sinks in. So your body's sinking in. If you have a super tall pillow, you're going to crank your neck up and your spine goes off alignment because you're pushing up. If you're on a pillow or a mattress that's soft, did I already do that? If you're on a mattress that's firm and you have this flat little pillow, then you're pushing in your shoulder. So you want to get that. You want yeah. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, you want to get that separation. That's honestly like it's funny because my whole thing no, and you know what? Speaking moistly, I look at it like sales is another thing where yeah, a lot of automated shit, a lot of people just buying online. But when you're dealing with something that for me, when I look at it, like I'm more educating people than anything. Like if someone comes in, I want to make sure that even if they don't buy from me, they're going to get something good that's going to help them sleep. It's not like, oh, a t-shirt or some shit, like I'm not it's this it helps people. If you can actually find something to help you sleep, like even a pillow or something like that, it's gonna change your life. It really will. And I truly believe that, not even being a salesman. And that's what's hard when you deal with luxury stuff because it's like I know that luxury stuff isn't everything you need to help you sleep. Like there's middle of the road, there's stuff that you don't want to do the cheap piece of crap, but you don't have to you don't have to spend 6 grand to get a good mattress, right? So suppose can I hope. Do I hope so too. I've heard a couple good, a couple bad. I think I'm obviously going to be optimistic about that new movie for sure. But I think overall I'm just excited for it for sure. I worked at Firestone for 6 years and the guy there was so good he could just listen to a car and see that part of it, like when you look at vehicles and there was something else that I was thinking about. There was cars or just like a mechanic for vehicles, and there was something else that I just thought I was like, those are the things that if you could find someone reliable and honest, you're you're ahead of the game. Like, cause that's the part where you want to make sure, cause there are places that want to just take advantage and bullshit you and get you in. Geez, the fluctuation on these lives are crazy. Like I went from 27 to 10 to 15. It's so weird. Like I don't even understand it anymore. I really just don't understand YouTube. It's worse than it's literally like TikTok now. This live stream stuff is like TikTok because it's like I'm at 10 now. Like where did 15 people go in a matter of 10 seconds? It's crazy. Um, but no, I think it's just a couple different areas of expertise that like really make a difference. Add a Q&A sticker, crunchy or smooth peanut butter. What? Come on, man. I don't want to do this shit. Stupid YouTube asking questions. A lowly tire tech. Well, like I said, I'm just a goofball salesperson that wears pajamas to work. You know what I'm saying? So like, I got nothing. Um, but I did reach out to those girls finally, and I think I I have to call somebody now. Apparently, their online thing is down, but try to get an application in. She even told me, she's like, again, if you want to go to starting your own business, we can supply you with the materials and the 3D printers that you need and all this other stuff. And I'm like, man, it might be something to do. I don't know. Fire's so expensive, but if they expect you for it, but if they expect you ripping people off or doing things unnecessary, you'll be immediately fired. Yeah, yeah. And even there was a discount tire close to my house, and I had a tire that was going, it had like a slow leak, and they fixed it, and they were like, well, you need new tires, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, but they fixed it, and then by the time I got home, it was completely flat. And then when I got there, I said, hey, something, this isn't right. I had to fill it up and drive it back. And I was like kind of insinuating, and I was like, look, this tire was fine, and now it's completely, and now there's a big gash in it. And they're like, well, maybe there's like some nails on the way home. I'm like, dude, it was 3 blocks from where I live. I said, don't even, I'm sorry, that is a little too freaking convenient. And so I sent corporate this ugly ass letter about how I suspected this, and I honestly did. I didn't think they were being honest with me, and they messaged me back and told me that they would they basically fitted me with 4 tires for the screw up. So, or for like the dishonesty of it, like that was crazy. Um, yeah, see it, and that's the thing. Those things like that, like even again, this isn't like a vehicle thing where it's like lying about certain things, but even at the place I work now, it's like some things that take. I mean, maybe I know I'm on a live stream. I should just shut up. I just won't say anything. It's just I'm frustrated. Let's just say. Let's just say I'm frustrated. Product shouldn't take a month to get here. If someone orders a bed, it shouldn't take me a month to get it to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing I can control. And that also screws you up in sales because I'm a I do everything right. I want to make sure and do it the right way. And if I'm sitting here and I'm telling somebody, well, it could be up to a month, I don't know. Because I'm not going to lie and say, yeah, I'll be here 2 weeks, good to go, and then just feel like I'm lying to them because I don't know what's going on. I don't know why this stuff's taking so long, and I know something's going wrong with where I'm at. So anyway, I'll stop it right there and I'll continue on to a different conversation. But anyway, so I don't know. And I never do good at these anyway. When I'm doing a live, I can't ever get something done. Like I'm like, oh, I can paint while I'm no, random diorama does really good with that. I am not very good at that. Like I can't multitask very good. Goodyear's pricey, some of it's decent. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there was the one lady. Somebody told me that. Somebody just told me that 2 days ago that they went through that one of those quick lube things, and they went through it, and their car was on fire on the side of the road. Like, give me a freaking break, man. Um, yeah. Well, quality, if Joe, if you know that it's something that's worth it, that the quality's better, and that it's gonna help them. I mean, that's even like with mine. Like, I'm not. If you go from the cheapest thing I have to the most expensive and everything in between, like, yeah, I'm gonna let them know. Like, this particular material is gonna last you longer than this material, or this material is gonna be firmer longer, or this, more motion separation, or whatever it is. Like, all of those things matter. It's just, sometimes you just can't. I don't know. It's ugh. I was happy to come home tonight, man. I've got like 3 hours because we split the day in half and it's a short day tomorrow. So I have like 3 hours tomorrow, and then I'm off Monday and Tuesday, and then I work Wednesday, and I'm back off Thursday. So for Thanksgiving, so that'll be nice. That will be very nice. Oof, yeah. Like I think for me, it's like a value thing. If I know there's value in it, then I'll tell them, hey, this is this is what you're doing. This is what you're getting. Lay down on this thing. Yeah, good, better, best. Lay down on this. Does this feel like $1,000 more than that bed? If it does, then get it, you know? If it doesn't, don't spend the money. Like if you can feel it and you know it and you can tell the value, I'll tell you about the product to make sure and let you know, the quality of it all. But ultimately it comes down to what you like. It's all a personal preference, for what I sell. It's different. It's not like a good, better, best. This is going to help your vehicle last longer, or this is going to do better on certain road conditions or whatever else. Like those things are a lot more important than firm, soft, medium. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I mean, everybody needs a bed, but some of the stuff, extra stuff, it is like a luxury, and it is one of those where, at this point, we have a government shutdown for how long, and um, it's so many government workers around here. It was tough. So, new to the channel, found your channel from the Masterverse New Wave. This is the creations part. I'm painting silver pants blue or customs. Yeah, honestly, like Paul, I typically go on Saturday nights. We have a thing called Clubhouse. It's on the Ostradamus Toys. He has a clubhouse on Saturday nights, and usually I join them on Saturday. There was a couple people that kind of were in charge of stuff, like Oz, and a couple others that just didn't feel like doing it. That weren't in the that one had a wasn't feels kind of feeling under the weather. So I'm down here painting. Yeah, I don't know if you had seen. So I got these Masterverse Tilas. I have about 4 or 5 different. Well, I have 5 different heads right now because people had sent them to me, and I'm repainting the eyes because if you got that Masterverse Tila, her eyes were like way up in her brain. So I'm repainting those eyes. Like I don't know. I have this on there. I just have that 3D printed vintage head on the He-Man. Um, yeah, like this is like my little workbench area. So this is like a 3D printed scare glow that I haven't finished painting yet. But you know, I have a lot. I haven't been down here for so long to get stuff done, like as far as the customs, but like I still have so much like kind of sitting around waiting to be painted. Like I don't even know if anybody saw this. I did a print. I found a file for a cat's lair man. And it like the articulation on it's not crazy, but it has like a five, I guess, a five POA. You got the oh no, four. So the head doesn't move. But so anyway, so yeah, this is my little workbench that I haven't been in a while. I have been sanding down. I'm almost done sanding all of that stuff with Marlena's ship for the origins. And since Marlena's coming, it's going to be good. Absolutely. I'm excited for that Marlena ship. Um, so yeah, so this, usually I do Tuesday nights, at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. I usually do my toy channel where I'm kind of more talking collection and stuff from the collecting room upstairs. So most people tend to go middle of the line, others as cheap as possible. And yeah, and you get what you pay for a lot of the times, right? So what's up, Allison? Welcome in, my friend. Speaking of 3D printing, one daughter's printing something in school. That's cool. No, that's awesome, Nolan. That's really cool. Yeah, you have to show us after. Um, I do like at first Motu Prints, what I was doing was like with the whole like once I just wish I could catch back up. But like with the blind boxes and stuff, at first I was just doing prints and like just like this stuff like I was just doing prints and just gray ones and then but then a lot of people are just like, well, I don't paint, so what's the point, right? It's not going to help me any. So then I changed over to, so okay, well, I do those blind boxes, I'll do painted ones. And I I need to, if I could get something to where my the Marlena ship, oh man, and that thing, you've seen it, right? Have you seen how big that thing is? Like my whole process with everything, I just wish I could be more organized and I could be more to the point where I could f- be consistent. And that's my biggest thing is being consistent, getting them done, sitting down, getting things completed and moving forward. And like with, especially with work, it's killing me. Like this whole thing is like it throws a wrench in my work time, because then I get 10 hours of work and then my back is killing me by the time I get home and I'm done. And so I just sit on my chair on my recliner there and I pass out, fall asleep on the heating pad. So um but yeah, I need to, like, even little things, like I started that with the base skin tone, and like I want to put that on a Masterverse figure. That would look sweet. It looks like a freaking what's his name from GI Joe, Serpentor. Like even these, I got them started, like, you know, for the anti-eternia with that head sculpt, which is cool. Time and energy are an issue. What's going on, Duchess? Yeah, and let me grab that. Let me grab that ship real quick. I know you're right, Paul. Well, product testing is a thing, right? I'll be right back. I actually have my speaker on, so you guys will probably still hear me. I'm walking upstairs to get that. I have that ship in the middle of my foyer because I needed to give it a base coat of primer and like and just see where I'm at for the sanding, because once you hit it with primer, you'll see how much more you have to sand in certain spots. So if you guys heard me while I was gone, I think I might have been close enough to still have a connection. Oh, so I've got Marlena's ship. It's got her little rainbow thing there. This was a Yurko. It didn't print 100% perfect here on this little circle part, but it's not really necessary because this thing like slides in. I think it's here. Yeah, hold on. I don't want to break anything. Hold on. Let me check here. Oh, no, it's this way. So that covers it. So that whole circle thing didn't need to print perfectly because it has that cover. So, um, and then, so now it has the chair, and then I have a clear cover. So the cover is going to be clear. So when she's sitting in there, it'll be perfect. Teaming up with Yurko. You know, that I'm telling you, man, that is so good. That is such a good job, dude. Um, so yeah, hold on, let me go back to the top here. Yep. Yeah, this one is pretty nice. I agree. I'm excited for this one. I mean, obviously I'll have it done before Marlena comes out, but here's the back end of it. And then so yeah, it's probably, other than like the Crystal Castle, and like I did the collector before, obviously before the collector came out, I did all of those. So but this one's probably still one of the bigger things I've printed with the resin printer. Probably would be a lot lighter if I would have done with filament, but I still haven't even started using that damn filament printer yet. And that's my own stupid fault. Oh, but I don't want to step on this. But you know, even things like this, like I've had this thing printed for probably like 2 years. Like the little door to the, like, what are these? The, like the little doors that go to different dimensions or whatever. And it has like, and it stands on its own. It's supposed to stand on its own. Yeah, it does. So it stands. Oh, you can see it with through the words there. So it stands on its own. I just haven't painted it yet. So this is the one that's in the basement of Grayskull, or like in that one spot of Grayskull where they try to go pick the door to go through the, you know, or for the power or for whatever else. So there's that one. I have a few. They're different. Let me see. And I printed these so long ago. Oh God. But I forgot where they were and I forgot what was going on. And then that squirrel, I don't know if I told everybody, but that squirrel, there was a squirrel in my fireplace. And it was almost like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I had to go to work. My parents came over to try to find out because my mom's such an animal lover that she was like, "We're gonna save the squirrel." So my dad opened that up and the squirrel jumped out and he was running around all in my work area, knocking shit over, knocking stuff. My parents had to move stuff to try to trap it to get it out. Finally, they kind of shoot it up the stairs and it went out the back door. So thankfully, but this one you could see it's starting to curve a little because it's been sitting too long. But here's another, and I don't know where the other side is, but here's another door. But then like when you put these on there, they're wider on the side, so they help it stand. This one I'd have to work on a little because it looks like I said, it's bowing a little. This is another one. Here's another one. And another. And then here's another part of the other stands. So the 87 Grayskull throne. I did, yes. The Skeletors, yes, I did. And Yurko made the file for that one also. It is freaking awesome. Like, and it's not that huge of a piece though, the one I did, because it fits the Masterverse. But and then Yurko also, because I even asked him, which was cool. I thought I was like, hey, I kind of had something to do with that. But I asked him, I said, hey, what about the little part for a sword? So then he printed also another piece that the sword goes into, and it fits beautiful. So yeah, so there's a lot of cool stuff that's out there. Like, and then I was even looking. I have a whole rack. Well, even things like this. Like, I was starting to put this together. Like, this was another. I think this was Aliencito did this body with the wings, and it'll fit into the origin stuff. And then there was another head. I think this was Rebel 3D for this Hordak head. I think I broke a spike though. That must have been the squirrel coming through breaking a spike. Um, I started doing this one and then I kind of gave up. I just don't really feel like I need to now that Mattel dropped it. But I also have one of these. I was working on the Origins. This one was from Boo Jaboo. This one's for Mega Custom X. I have the one from Mattel now. I don't really need to make another one, you know? But even like heads like this looks like it's more like a Mythic Legions style. But I mean, I get on some people's Patreons. Like I said, I started doing the base skin tone, and then I never got to the rest. Like a lot of these, like here's the Dolph head from the movie. Yeah, you want? Oh yeah, the one of those thrones. Yeah, that throne is great. That is absolutely great. Here's a RoboCop, and that one will fit in Origins. Let's see. Thanks for joining, everybody. I know it's kind of a spur of the moment thing, but yeah, this is an Origins style. And I have the armor that matches it too. Now, granted, I was starting to do a Marlena figure as well that Yurko had, or that, no, this was done by Lovely Evil Horde, that has the logo on there and everything. Hold on. Yeah, so you've got the logo and it's got the top part. But if we're going to get an actual Marlena, that'll be so much easier. And there's a Cyclone head. I mean, what's going what's up, Ken? No, I was all dressed up, ready to go, man, and nobody was around. 1/6 scale sandbag wall. Send me some pictures. Honestly, Jason, if you can like look around, because size doesn't matter. That's not what she said. In order for me, it does not matter what size you need for a 3D print. Um, it's it's just the file. So I can up or downsize anything. So if somebody needs something and it came out in just the 1/12th, they need it in 1/6, I can double the scale and make it bigger. So Jason, do me a favor, get on Cults 3D or yeah, not at Allison, thank you. I was waiting, you know. Um Cults 3D or CG Trader and look for the file and say, put in like the wall there and see if you can find some. Because if there's a file out there, then I can print it in 1/6 scale, even if it's in parts, and you can connect the parts to make it work. I mean, you saw what I can do. I printed a freaking 3 foot tall freaking crystal castle. It's literally 36 inches. So what's up, Tony? Yeah. So I mean, you know what? I should have just got on StreamYard so I could have just had you guys all come on here. I should have just brought my laptop down here. But yeah, so any size. So check it out. See if or message me and I'll look for it. Just let me know. I can check it out. Tony, so I was doing this. I'm redoing the eyes for these Tilas. I got five different Tila heads that I'm working on because people send them to me because when they came, her eyeballs were stuck up into her brain. Here's another one I started working on. This is the movie He-Man for the new one, for the new guy on the new He-Man. Here's a Koldar that would fit Origins if somebody needed a Koldar that they can't. What's up, Dave? Um, What throne? He was talking about the throne for Skeletor on the movie Throne for the '87 movie, the one that I had finished that has, that has the pillars with the writing on it, and then it kind of goes out wider. And then Yurko made that extra attachment where you can put the sword in it. That one's a cool one. Yeah. So anyway, I figured, all right, I caught up then. Okay, but yeah, and I've got such a mess back. Even this one, check this out. Like this is that big head that was in Grayskull in the cartoon, in the Filmation cartoon. Did anybody remember this thing? Like, and I printed it with holes in the back so I could put lights in the back of it because in the cartoon the eyes light up, and he was talking to, this is the one that told, actually it was Koldar. This is the one that told Koldar to go in the door to get the power that he deserved or whatever. And so we went into the wrong one, and they realized he was the glass, and he shattered because it was the evil Koldar and not the real one. But this guy's pretty cool. I just painted him base. I haven't painted any details on him, but it's with a clear blue, so you can kind of see through it a little bit. It's got that translucency to it. And like, of course, it's got to have those holes for ventilation. So with resin, if you print empty and you don't have holes like this, then if it doesn't cure 100% inside and it's sealed, then it'll create like a gas and it'll explode. Like, resin's crazy. Like, there's some crazy shit with resin. But like even this, like I started painting these finally, like the little pieces for the box art of the Fright Zone with the armor with the gun, and then Skeletor. This isn't the right purple, but this was just the base I was doing. And then I don't want to break it. But anyway, with Skeletor with the dragon coming out. Let me see if I can get it out with this little thing. I don't want to break the teeth. I didn't put this in right, I don't think. Oh, there we go. There is an extra piece that I needed to put in there, but it's just crazy that like the one thing I didn't like about, so I'm in the Mega Custom X's Patreon, right? And the Patreon, like he just released the files for Red Shadow. Like, yes, I understand you were trying to make all the money that you wanted to, but what's up, Menhoza? But you're releasing a file now of a toy that we're all getting. Like it happened with this one too. He released the files for this, and I'm paying money for this Patreon, but he's releasing files for shit that we can get now. Like I join these things so I can get files that you can't find. Like I want to print stuff that not everybody's gonna get. Like you have to have some kind of uniqueness to it. And I get that it's a little different than the one that came out, but he should have dropped that one a long time ago. Like I don't know. Same thing with this one. This one came out really late. we had already gotten the Lion-O coming. I granted this one does look different. This is more almost like a Wolverine look to it, right? But I don't know. I just think some of these heads, like, God, I have so many parts. Like, if I just sat here and painted, take me a year to paint all the parts I've got. Like, here's one for Eternia Man, I guess. This is the Eternia cat. And then here's the Alcala freaking head. Amazing looking. I love this head. Such a, I don't know. Even just the vintage head. Like just the regular vintage Skeletor's head instead of having the newer stuff. Um, right. I don't want to pay a Patreon payment every month for you to just drop files in the beginning of the month of something that we're getting from Mattel. Like, that's stupid. Like, I don't know. This one, yeah. So I have a bunch of these ready where I started the skin tone and then I'll kind of go from there. But this is another Dolph head for the movie. And there's one that he released with the King Grayskull hair with the Dolph head. And of course, he's blonde, but start dark and then go light with it. So, yeah, that Alcala was great, man. Or Alcala, whatever. Juno. But I guess, I don't know, what else can I bring out? Show and tell, I guess, right? Most of the stuff I didn't finish, though. Like these here, like I have another one of this. I want to kind of paint and finish it for Snake Tila, or because I have one done for Lady Slither, but I wanted to do one into that. So, yeah, Carol, I agree with you. Like for me, and that's what I was talking. I brought it up a couple weeks ago, and I had talked to some ladies that work with the state, and they kind of deal with people that are like in between 15 to 30% disabled or whatever, not disabled enough to get disability. You want to work, you want to do something, but you can't really hold down a standard job like that just because of your condition, whatever it is. Well, she even said, she goes, if you want to start a business, we'll pay for like 3D printers for you. We'll pay for the stuff you need if you want to get a license and start a business. And I'm just like, ultimately, obviously, that's what I'd want to do. This is what I love. This is my passion, right? This is what I would love to do all the time. And I mean, yeah, granted, I know a lot of these, obviously, a lot of these files are from people who are like, yeah, you can't sell these or whatever, but you know, I don't know. I'm probably one of the only people that, and that's why I was doing blind boxes, because it was easier to be like, well, no, I'm not. I'm selling my skill of painting, right? I'm selling that. I'm not your part. Yes, that's part of it, but that's the free one. That's actually somebody had told me that was doing customs. They're like, well, no, I'm giving away the part. They're paying for my art. They're paying for my skill of painting. So, which makes sense. That's actually not bad. I guess it's kind. I don't. Hopefully, it's not too scummy to say it like that, but this one I start doing also. I haven't finished it yet. But these glow so good. This was that resin, that glow in the dark resin that was like a budget type resin. It was cheaper. But man, whoa, that's backwards. Oh no, was it backwards anyway? Oh, stupid. Well, here's a red one, so it glows pink. Glows, it says it's red, but it glows pink. Yeah. And I got the blue one done. That one's already upstairs in the toy room. Because I did one with the blue glow in the dark. But like, I have so much stuff that I need to finish. It's crazy. Like, even if it's not finishing stuff, like Liz, I don't know why I have this down here. I think I just, because I got it for parts or whatever, but this is mangled. It's all dirty and dusty. And I think I did get it for a custom. I don't know. Ah, you guys remember that? I still have Modi parts back here. This is a faker Modi with the busted ass head in the face there. It's funny. What else do I got? Man, I got so much stuff here. Like some stuff that I printed, I don't even know why I printed it. It's like this was for the Ice Armor He-Man from 2000X. That would be cool. Well, and it wouldn't be that bad to where if you did a hollowed out head and you make sure and paint around the eye good, and then just use one of those tiny little lights, or even with this one, like if you'd have to figure out a way to open the skull, right? Or figure out a way to put it behind there. And if there's anybody that hasn't gotten this faker, I think you can find it pretty easily. So it's not one that I would be pissing people off by opening this like I am and treating it like crap. Because some people get mad when you have customs and they're like, I can't even find that for myself for my collection, and here you are messing it up. To that I say I'm sorry, but that's what I do, kind of. Well, like if you could, oh, he put lights in his. So basically, just because there's a hole right there, so you can drill the eyes out, and then figure out a way for the lights to go inside. Yeah. Well, if Corey already did it, I ain't doing it. Shit. Copying Corey's ass. Just kidding. I ain't copying nobody. Damn it. The only one I copied Joe Amato once with the duplicate or copycat. Okay. Some of the figures, yeah. Well, and I know he did like the laser light He-Man and the laser light. Like, and I have those tiny little lights, and it would work. Like I said, if you literally cut the eyeballs out of here, and then or cut the eye sockets out, and then just have the lights glowing, it would work. Well, this one, like I said, the biggest thing with this is it has that gap. So if you open the eye holes here, you could put the light inside anywhere and it would come out of those sockets because that's where the eyes are. But you wouldn't even need to use the faker head. You could use any of the He-Man heads because obviously, well, no, I mean this one has the white around the eyes, but like this one does have that evil look, I guess. Oh, okay. Like the paint. Gotcha. Oh, and the glow in the dark paint. I already have a template. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen what he did. I know he did a laser light like with the backpack, I think, which was a 3D print. I think he did that. But I don't remember the stuff he did with lights. I don't remember. But I don't know. This is a pretty good one though. I like this one better than the He-Man just because of the mean looking face, I guess. It does pretty good. I mean, it's funny because it's so basic and it's just such a easy money grab for Mattel on that one, right? Yeah, like the classics version. And I have the Club Grayskull, like the classics Club Grayskull version, and yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you're looking at, right? It's just white eyes, right? But his did glow in the cartoon. That's true. It would be cool. And I wonder if I could figure out something even, like I said, you can use the existing stuff, but even if I could figure out a way for a hollowed out head for like a 3D print that I can maneuver a hole on the inside where I can stick a light in there to stay and it'd be secure. Now, granted, you can Dremel something out of here and then cover it, but like even if you pulled his hair off and did it just on the skull and then had the light in there and then put the hair back over it, that would work too. You forget, He-Man. I have all the power you have. That was a good one. He didn't last very long, but I don't think there's ever been a more popular character that died so quickly, right? That dude didn't last very long. Gee. Like little things, I have them all over the place, man. Yeah, like like all of them, how you heat it up a little and pull the hair off, and then um, you wouldn't have to damage the head. Yeah, yeah, with the paint, that would be good. But again, how cool would it be to actually have the lights like glowing out, like that would be really cool. If you now, granted, it would just be a matter of getting those really tiny. The smaller the lights, they need the little batteries though, and then they have the little wiring to them. Because I have some of those small ones, but like I don't have anything small enough that's gonna work with that. It's like even have those little round lights. They're little like you get on Amazon or whatever. And then I have the other ones that are. You know what I ended up using those lights for was like one of these. Oh, this one's probably. Oh wait, hold on. See if this one's good or not. Yeah, this one's not working. But this little guy, it's small enough to not work in a head though, unless it was just it's too big. It's way too big. Um, but one of these I end up using on the the table, the Skeletor's table. I 3D printed the table, and then I 3D printed the little bulb in red, in a clear red, and then I made sure to have a hole in the middle, and then I put that light straight up so when Skeletor's leaning over, it's glowing red. That's what I did with that one. What's going on, LVH XOR 316? What's happening? I tell you, man, YouTube really screwed things up with the name changes, man. It's terrible. But hello, welcome in. Ah, yeah, the red dome. That's the dome I printed red and it was clear and then shot up the light. And I did a little I mean it's on my I think it's on my Instagram, probably on my YouTube too, where it's on there where I did a video after like kind of showing how I finished it. That was a really good file. Especially because I didn't get the classics. Snake Mountain. So I didn't have any tables, but what else do I have over here but a bunch of even like this has been sitting there forever waiting to be painted. The little horde sled. I made a few of these and this one I printed in black, but I still need to paint it. And then even has like the bottom piece that sits on the sky sled little base. So I don't know. I have this whole thing. This whole thing is full of parts. Of course, I got some heads on there. Um, like even this one was cool. This one was a lovely evil horde piece. This was the Tila with the Havoc. Obviously, you could see the print went a little thin here in the middle, so it cracked there, but just some filler. So this was her little dress, her booty coming out the back. This one has her little things that go over her shoulder. Even has her little staff and her cape. And this was the body that came with it. And I just never got around to painting it. Just never had. I finished printing it, and I just never got it painted. Obviously, the points of articulation are not very much. You're going to get the arms, the head moves, and then the legs. I think were solid, but like even her feet were pretty cool. So I don't know. Got a little Brave Star hat. So much stuff. I even printed a bunch of these tiny little guys. I was going to do like a whole freaking world with, with these little. This one's a 2000X Beastman. Here's this little statue they had of Man at Arms, but I made them really tiny. freaking Ram Man. But his axe broke, I guess, just recently. Here's a little Orko. And then I was going to put him on a small mini Eternia. So there's that one, and I have the green part somewhere, the good guy part. I had somewhere around here. It's all 3 towers though. I could make a smaller version of that large the tower that just came out too. Yeah, they're cool, man. And you should see, like, I have such a stack of those. Like, I printed so many of the little guys. It's funny. What is this? Oh, these are those markers. I don't know where I put the rest of the little ones. I think I may have just kind of. Well, like even this one. This one I broke a little, but this was a 2000X, like a staction of Stinkor. It printed all in one or in 2 pieces, I think, but I end up gluing it together. This I did like probably 3-4 years ago. Just never painted it. But any Masters Universe figure that's out there, like a vintage one, there's a file of. Like, that's why I was saying how size isn't even a question on any of it, because I can print. Like this one I started painting. Here's a Skeletor. This looked like it was from this was from like one of those games, I guess, like a tabletop game. They had little statues for those tabletop games. I got all the files for those tabletop game statues. And let's see. Sorry, I missed that one. Found a Funko Primal Age Batcave. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Carry the things, it's not complete with the shell platform. That is cool. That is really cool. That's a great deal. Hell yeah. Money motivates. That's right. That's good. You ain't kidding. Let me see. I know I had, like, even this one, it didn't print the tire really well, but even this one, a little mechanic on the Road Ripper. Like, I don't know. I did, and I know I. Oh wait, here's another. There's a couple that didn't print perfectly, or like cracked in the meantime. I think this is one that broke after that squirrel came through. He had a sword in his hand. Yeah, here's another one. And his jaw didn't print correctly, but here's Skeletor. His jaw like collapsed, so he looks like a mouse. It doesn't look like Panther. Oh, come on. I know I had a bunch more of those things. Somewhere. I think they're upstairs. Here's one of those Lion-O claws from, I think this is from Mega Custom X, I think, too. I think so, Big Boss. I think those are. Those are the ones that came for that tabletop game. Yeah. There are a bunch of those, but I also have like the original figures. Hold on a second. Let me see. I thought I put them somewhere all together. I thought I put them in a bag or something. Let's see. Let's see. Holy cannoli. You guys, I have problems. It's not even a collecting problem. Like, all of this shit that I printed, like I have so much stuff, it would take a lifetime to paint all of it. If you could hear me. Not sure if you could hear me. I am stepped away. But look at this shit, you guys, seriously. So, this is the blind box stuff. This is stuff that I had already for blind boxes. So this is like the movie He-Man sword for the new movie, a Sunman sword, the swords for what's her name? Despara. Glow in the dark Black Star sword. A little Tila staff there. There's a Despara weapon there. There's a hammer for Fangor. More weapons for Trapjaw Origins, because I got those. Here's Katra's weapon. Here's Koldar's axe, or an axe for Koldar. Here's a Tila sword. It's just like the one that's built like the Mondo sword. Here's the dagger that Dispara had, I think, or Lady Slither or somebody. Like even this one, it's like a translucent red with like the skull at the bottom. Like these are really cool. Here's an ice armor He-Man from 2000X. I did this sword for him. The translucent blue. This one's not done, but there's the Sword of Omens. Here's Katra's sword. That one was cool. Even this one, just kind of a basic sword there. There's another one of the blue, translucent blue for 2000X sword. And then even just this one, like for Hero, right? Because he didn't get a blue one, or for King Grayskull. So, and then you got this one for Dispara, right? This was just, no, is it Dispara? Yeah, Dispara's little thing that was in the mini comic. Heavy. It's a little too heavy for her to hold. But I printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. They're cool looking. Some more swords. Not that wasn't Dispara. This is for the other one. The what's her name that was from the mini comic? Oh, Allison, help me. The female figure, Shirella. Thank you. Thank you. I knew Allison was going to help me. Here's a axe for the Snake Man. And these are all like, granted, these are not my ideas. These are not my files. I printed them. But here's a Rebel 3D shield that goes with the Beastman, or the Turtles of Grayskull Beastman. Here's the shield for, I believe it's for the movie He-Man, or maybe it's for Conan. I don't know. I got a couple of those. Here's Katra's glow-in-the-dark shield. But yeah, here's a chainsaw for Trapjaw. Right? Motu Prince. A weekly vacation, paint as much as you can and then sell it. Honestly, I really, I hate to say it, but so the business isn't good. And the owners are really pushing, like, trying to put down something where we have to sign something and sell a certain amount by the end of the month. And the way that everything's going, I'm not a bad salesperson, but I am not probably going to reach their goal. So, I mean, my ass might be on unemployment pretty soon anyway. If that's the case, then guess where I'm going to be? I'm going to be back in the lab painting all these things. There's your new adventures. It's a little bowed, but it's been sitting there a little too long. Well, that's the one I showed you guys already. Like even things like this merman. Like how cool is that merman face? Like, I mean, I really like the one they made for Masterverse, but that one's a really good one. And this one to replace Fisto, right? Like this one's such a good Fisto head for sure. But I Motu Prince, you know what? You guys are motivating the hell out of me right now as far as just because looking around, seeing what I have, and I'm like, it's just sitting here literally collecting dust. And you know, like I even printed this glow in the dark thing for Hordak. Like, yeah, it glows green and yellow, so it's not really, it doesn't really fit with whatever Hordak does. But if you paint it around it and then have the yellow parts glowing, yes, the cat claw is for Origins. It's one that's so much better than the one they gave us, right? Like for the Turtles of Grayskull. But let me see where I put it. We set it down somewhere. And it's really bright gold, so it's not like I'd miss it. I'll show you. I'll I'll put it on Origins. Once I find it. I didn't take it with me, did I? Come on, Kenzo, what's wrong with you? Shit. And that glove I just, or the claw, I literally just spray painted it gold. Like I didn't really do anything to it that was special. You guys, I've lost my mind. I just had it. I have so much shit around here though. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. But another thing is just the armor, right? Like the armor that I was printing and painting for those 3D blind boxes. Like, yeah, I still have just a couple left, but like all this armor is so cool. Like this one was for yellow card back. Oh, was it? Did I put it back in there? I took it out of there, but I set it down somewhere else, I think, unfortunately. But I did get up to get that, so maybe I set it down on the way. But yeah, like this one's for He Skeletor, but the color was a perfect match. You know, I matched colors really well. Like this one, I did a clear battle armor with just a little bit of red, so it's just a simple little touch, right? I had a lot of these ready to go. Modi Man, like, come on! I thought he was gonna be a bigger draw than he was. Like, I thought a lot of people were gonna fall in love with Modi Man. I didn't see the response that I thought I was gonna get. Honestly, like I thought that was one of my coolest ideas, and it just kind of went. Meh, meh. Okay, I'm gonna find that claw for you. So I know I either set it down or I took it with me when I went to pick up those. Let's see. I have lost my mind. I'm telling you guys. Let me see. I'm gonna come over here and see if I set it down. Balls. Come on. Yeah, I got another box of shit to show you though. Like so random too. Okay, let's see. What did I do with that claw? This is a clawtastrophe. That was a really good joke. Okay. Honestly, it's probably right in front of my face somewhere. Dumbass. I see the gold, but that's freaking Koldar's head. Wait. Yeah. Here's another. This is for the. Yeah, find it when I wasn't looking. So this is the end hand for the Mega or Optimus Prime He-Man one. But it's so bright and gold, like I can't miss that shit. I was doing this one before it came out. I was doing a Battle Armor Skeleton or Battle Armor freaking Cobra Commander before it hit, but then it dropped, so I didn't need to do it. I really wanted that one because I really liked that one as a kid. Like even this armor, this is for Allison, help me. One of the ones in classics. It came in a 3-pack. Real shiny. It came back metal. Came with like kind of like in the same hero time frame. Allison always helps me with stuff like that. Allison knows. Okay. I'm completely lost here. I can't believe I can't. Like, I don't know if I dropped it or what the hell happened. It's not like I can overlook it either. Like, it's a big, bright gold thing. I think I have some that are printed that aren't painted either, though, so I can show you at least one that. Do you guys believe I actually have some drawers of stuff too? I got this little drawer thing. It's like an auto parts drawer. Even has like stickers on it, and it. My parents buy storage units, and this was in one of the storage units. Just like, you want this for your stuff? I'm like, yeah, I could try it. Just kidding. But God, I have so many weapons in there. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. Check this out. So I have things like this. I have a translucent green. It's not articulated at all, but I even put the file. Plasmar, thank you, Allison. You always come through as I thought. So I've got this one, like a slime pit He-Man looking thing. Oh, here's some more. Look at this guy. This is, I think, from that tabletop game, but I didn't print it so small. It's a freaking awesome trap jaw looking thing. Like, look at that gun. Like, this reminds me more of the 2000X, kind of close to that one. This one has the arm broken off, but it's Tila. And she has her arm back with the sword. Another broken part. They're probably all in here, too. They wouldn't take much to glue back on. But there's a Skeletor. And the hamburger. Here's... Ooh, this one's cool. Like a little sorceress. And it's obviously a smaller statue. You know what'd be cool is even doing something like that with like with a little stand, and then do it like a stone statue, or like a do like a rub to it and make it like it's like the green, do the green rub like they did the He-Man one, or like the King Grayskull. That would be really cool. It's a gold He-Man statue. There's a silver freaking Stratos. Yep. See, oh, here it is. So this will show you. So I must have, this has been a long time. I made these like when I first got my printer. What's going on, Alf? Welcome in, my brother. Yeah, like a chess game. Yeah, I did have a few thoughts on a chess game or Christmas ornaments. I do have a lot of those that I did make Christmas ornaments out of also. But this is what happens when you do a resin print and you accidentally make it hollow, but you don't make ports to cure the resin on the inside. See this? Boom. That's what happens. That is what happens when you leave resin that is uncured inside there. Your print will explode. And that looks like a cool freaking damaged ass figure that I'll take if I take those supports out. Like this is long before I knew what the fuck I was doing, honestly. Like, oh God, look, check this one out. Dude, look at that web store, man. Like, and I just painted it gold. I don't know. He looks so cool. Yeah, and even the modis, like I did so many modis with like a Santa hat, and I did modis with like a little thing on the back so you can hook it onto a tree. Meaning to print some small like that. I've actually printed some of those and printed some weren't released. I started the horde ones. Yeah, I mean, it's so much fun. You obviously the painting part of it, if you want to do a standard like solid color, it would be an easy thing. But for us, we don't do that. So it would be difficult to get them painted, but it would be a fun challenge, right? Like I think that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, like if I took off the supports, let's cut them and see what it does. So let's cut these supports off. But this is a nightmare. Like it happened a couple times with the football guys that I did when I first started. Was I didn't realize what happened, and somebody called her and said, "Hey, my figure exploded," and I was like, "What? What the hell?" I didn't know. I didn't know any better. I was a stupid ass, and I had printed them hollow, and I didn't realize that you have to do that. So, yeah, Sonny, nothing. I guess they call Oz was not feeling well. I guess he got a vaccine, and he was feeling the effects of it, and he probably caught something from that. So, but yeah, look at that. Like, yeah, T1000 exactly. Like it's busted up his arm there, and it's even silver. That's kind of funny how ironic that is, right? Um, but oh, here's a, and that sucks is all the swords broke because they were in this box. But Anti-Eternia, I even did like the blood and the broken axe. I did that one because it printed wrong, but I used the axe and had it kind of broke with blood on it. But it's like a translucent black, like a smoky black, I guess. And these heads, like the one from Revelation, and I did the clear, but then I painted around it with the green eyes there. Muscle motion, yeah, I found myself painting details. Yeah, that's true. What's up, K-Dog? What's going on, brother? Um, yeah, no, I've been just rummaging through all the stuff I need to paint and stuff. Like even here's this one didn't print correctly, but it's still cool. Wait, no, this one did. This one did. This one didn't print correctly. So this one was a fail. You can kind of see it looks eerie, and then the back end collapsed. So that one is a fail print, but it looks almost like something to put as like a piece for a diorama, like a head floating there. Like that would be pretty cool. Translucent, yeah. I mean a She-Ra, and you guys saw. I don't know if you saw the She-Ra that I did do. Oh, here's a mini Sword of Omens, the small version, the dagger there that a lot of people want. The one that I did with She-Ra, that would be cool to print in translucent. The one that I already have painted where she's standing on the LA figures made. It was actually really cool. Like really? Why do I? Oh, look! It's not painted, but I found it. I found the non-painted one. Hooray! Okay, so let's put it on there and show you. Because it actually has the peg. This one I think is RBL 3D. Nope, he would have put his name on it. So this one is a Boojaboo. Alf would tell me. Alf knows. Because he has all the stuff I got. Or maybe I should pick the right freaking hand to put it on, huh? Dumbass. We're in town to play the Dolphins, you dumbass. Hey, it's Brett Favre. You know I'll always be true to you, Mary. Fits good. And so this would be a lot better than the one they gave us for Lion-O. Because it fits really nicely in there. Yeah, no, I was going to do... Oh, found a hiss tonight with a random Goodwill. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, yeah, the standard? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know what, Sonny? This is funny. This is how I found out they weren't doing it. I got home from work. I got showered. I changed. I put my sport jacket on. I went upstairs and I joined into the live and no one was there. And I was like, shit. Okay. So I got on Instagram, which I hadn't been on all day. And yeah, it was like, we're not going to have it tonight. And I was like, shit. So I was like, oh, if I'm going to go down to my work area, I'm not going to do anything with that suit jacket because that would kill me. But still can't believe I can't find that. When I painted, when I have that. Ooh, look at this one. This one's the Mumra Skeletor that came out before all that. This was a 3D print that was out for like a whole couple years before Mattel did it. And I still have these little baby crystal castles too. Like you could still put a light underneath there and do light hope. The only thing with this one, I think, yeah, the two little pegs on the bottom of this piece here broke. So like those two little tiny pieces that hang down cracked, but that's it. Otherwise, it's in good shape. And I painted it too, so like I don't know, it's craziness, right? What's up, Jordan from Canada? How are you, sir? You're overdressed. I like casual Kenny better. There you go. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I am going to continue that. Like on regular live streams, I'm gonna just stick to it. Like, why not, right? Oh, here's the cover to the He-Man one. Like for that armor. Which I do want to start. I want to get a few of those done too, because that is such a cool, like just the way it looks. I mean, like how you you can drop it down, and then granted didn't have it in right because it has like a little peg that goes or a little stick that goes across. I think Alf actually did it with the springs and got it working, right? Didn't you, Alf, with the springs? Well, dude, no, that's what I wore on the clubhouse last week. I did wear my Bronco tie. My number one first place Denver Broncos? What? Here's another piece that is a like a killer that everybody would probably like. I think this is another either a Rebel 3D or a Boojaboo. But I mean, fits right in there. I think this was for a Brave Star, I think, or for Rio Blast or something. But yeah, just the hand with the gun already in it. So if you wanted to, swap it out, then you have one that you don't have to worry about the gun falling out. It's already in. Just kind of makes sense. But yeah, holy cow. Like I said, I just got so much stuff. Let's see. This is like actual parts that aren't 3D printed. Well, this one's 3D printed. Again, this was one that the squirrel came through and took out the arm. But this was when I was starting a long time ago that I never finished. I didn't really care for the hair. That's why I didn't do it. But let's see. Let's open another box, kids. Okay, so here's the faker one. And has the guns. Well, Tuniverse guys went live. You were missed. You were announcing a secret guest on Wednesday with a great contest. They never told me nothing, man. I guess, I guess I'm not cool enough to get in on that shit. I added that one for like a Wondar or a Zodak battle armor, which is kind of cool. Added that to the top. That wasn't there in the original. Ha! Like, kill me! I got an Alf head that fits Origins? Tell me why I printed that. Like, why? Why would I do that? Like Alf with his claw? Like, I don't know. I don't know why you do things. Like, this one is crazy. Like, I think I showed you guys this one, right? But that one's a crazy detail on that sucker. Looks like a Mondo, but smaller, obviously. Some more Dolph heads. Combining with this on Wednesday. Yeah, did you? That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I had that one sitting there for so long. But this one I added that snake armor for obviously the anti-snake, right? So this is a glow in the dark blue, but it was just the standard armor, and then I got that file and I meshed it together before I printed it. This one, I'm not sure. I think this is what a Marvel Legends head, I think. I don't know. This one is really good. That's a good snake head there. But again, these standard battle armor, Skeletor, the little baby Modi that I never finished. This was another Mega Custom X file. Looky and Cowl. Yeah, no, that's another one. That's another one they need to do. I have the little dog from the Christmas special, but the ear broke. I have one upstairs that's completed that I always use. When you keep stuff together like that, it doesn't really stick very well. Here's a John Blackstar. That one's a good one. Here's one for Alf. Yeah, buddy. Not done yet, but it's a pretty cool one. I just added that bat to it, to the standard armor, so it looks, and it kind of sticks out like that. I like that one. Here's a little dragon on top of it looks like the classics one, right? Because he has his teeth like that for the dragon blaster. Here's a Dispara glow-in-the-dark mask. Just paint around that one, right? Yeah, relay, thank you. Yeah. I am not nice. You're very nice, Mr. Skeletor. Don't say that. Here's another one, like a thinking Hordak. Like his eyebrow is up on one side. That one's kind of cool. And that fits into either one. Yeah. I am not nice. Well, here's a Rio Blast, a really cool looking Rio Blast with the. That one's cool, man, with the Fu Manchu there. That one's really, really cool. I like the hair and everything. Let's see. I don't know if this one printed right to get in there, and I think, or it broke or something. But a lot of this stuff, even if it does close, and I know a lot of people want official this and that, but like when you do prints and stuff, sometimes all it takes is a little blue tack, right? Just get the little blue tack in there, and it's everything works with that tack stuff. Like this one, the hole's a little small, so that's why I say I think this is like a Marvel Legend one. Maybe that's with the guy underwater, right? Maybe that's Neptune or something. This one's a little bit. This one's got Jacker's curve there. It's a really cool one, man. That's such a cool axe, but it's got a little bend to it. Here's a Casey Jones with the square jaw. Here's a Hulk head. Obviously, that would be some kind of modification to fit a figure. Even this one, I printed this in clear and then painted a little green, but here's a Panther helmet for Origins. That one came out pretty good. Right, it is. The possibility. Oh, Shakotis. That was a good file too, man. That fits the female figure on Origins really well. I hate when it doesn't focus because of my ugly mug. There we go. Yeah, the details on these are good. I broke the internet. Yeah, right. uh, oh, there's some more. Look, this was a weird file. I don't even know where it's gonna fit, but it would be like a dead. But this is like the Skelegod head. Somebody had file. I don't know where I got it, but I printed it and it didn't have anything. I'd have to drill a hole out with a Dremel or something. Oh, here's the head that I used for young Granomir, I just drilled the hole and I put it on the gargoyle body, and then I painted it red, and that's where I got the young Granomir. Yeah, well, what? Am I back? Where did I go? Was I gone? Oh, was I gone for a while? Dude, that's so bad. How long was I gone? Did my internet go out? That sucks. How long was I out, guys? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. I was sitting here talking to nobody. Oh, I froze a bit. Okay. And like another random, like I don't even know if this was one. I think I might have combined a different ram's head with the staff. Oh, frozen for okay, good. I wasn't that bad then. Like I don't know. Let's see. This one looks really bad if you have a dirty mind like myself. Um, it just looks too much like you know, but it's a snake. Like it's the snake with the sword coming out of its mouth, which looks cool. But if you paint it a certain way, it just looks like the head of a ding dong, man. Ding dong, yo, ding dong. But I don't know. It's a pretty cool snake freaking sword. It would be good for, I don't know, maybe the anti snake group. But I printed a bunch, like when I have the blue resin in there, like the clear blue resin. I did a bunch of these because I know they go good with the like the hero or the King Grayskull. Like, if somebody did a custom King Grayskull and they didn't, because I didn't open my King Grayskull because that thing is worth too much. Like, I might be able to freaking trade that for something someday. I just made my own custom and then I printed this one, and that's what's on my Eternia. Why would I open that, right? Um, like seriously, let me grab all these swords for you guys. Look at this. Like, this is so, I don't know. It's so pointless to have these sitting in a freaking bin, right? Look at this. And this isn't even the stuff I had for the blind boxes. This is other shit. So I had this one for one of the I don't know what I started there. It didn't work out, whatever it was. Um, but here's that other one that kind of looks like a dingling. You could tell now, but this is the glow in the dark. Here's another glow in the dark sword. Here's another one. Did some of those. I got another one of the Sword of Omens. Here's another one of the little ones. I think that's exactly when I froze. And I was just saying how I know you're going to do good because I know how you work and it's going to be freaking awesome. So that's going to be absolutely cool. Well, and I even printed these for the Skeletor that went with the Turtles of Grayskull because he had the green and he was the samurai. So I made him the killer size. This was a cool one because this is the one that Mega Custom X did for the crossover power sword with the Sword of Omens. So it has the Thundercat logo in there, but it kind of looks a little more like the power sword. So this is the combo sword that Mega Custom X made for those. Yeah, dude, I know it's gonna be so good. Like that, having something that big and just I don't know. I know you're gonna do good. It's gonna be awesome. But that is going to be a task. But I know you enjoy that stuff. So the challenge will be accepted. I know. Like even this, what did I print this for? I did a purple cat, but like for a mount. Like I need to put him on like one of those little wooden trophy things. Like I have to clean it a little because it's been sitting in there. Maybe paint the teeth. But what I did notice on this one though, like with the light, like you could really see through it on certain points. But because I printed it clear, but I printed it solid, it's really dark. Like if I would have printed it clear all the way around, it would look like this, and you could see through more stuff than just his teeth. But That's a cool Panther head thing, right? Ever been to Legion's Con? No. Nah. I tell you what, Jordan, I stay away from the. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, Jordan. Nothing against anybody, but just some people. I don't vibe with some of those people. Here's the battle armor uh, Cobra Commanders pack behind him. Yeah, and I don't collect legions, and I don't do legions. So when you're not a legions collector, you're kind of an outsider, and I can already tell that I'm like an outsider from the legions group. Here is what is this one? Skeletine, I believe, and I did it in glow in the dark. So this is like super glow in the dark resin, and this is like the Ceratec stuff that costs like $60 a liter. So this one glows so good. After I printed the Horde tank crawler, I've been hooked on the huge prints. I really got to get more printers. Everything I've done has been wonderful. Alf, and you really need to kick me in the ass and get me to start doing that other printer. And maybe with these ladies, if they decide, if I do get approved for that and I am able to get new printers, maybe I could get like a Bamboo Labs, like get one of those big Bamboo Labs with the triple thing on the top, or maybe like an extra large version of the one that I have, like to print the big stuff. Um, this one, I think you guys will know. This is like a Marvel, I think. This one's like a Marvel Legends, but you can see it's a skull, but there's like a mask or a helmet type thing. Who is this guy? The skull version of somebody. I don't know. I don't know comics very well, so you'll have to forgive me. I don't know. But there is a thing online that it's almost like Napster for 3D print stuff. So I actually did get on there and I did get a whole bunch of files that were just random, but they were 3D printed heads. And I did get a lot that were for DC and Marvel. So I did get a lot of cool heads there. But like this one was, I was on a Patreon of a guy that did a lot of Legion stuff, to your point, and this is one of those heads that I used for one of the cats that they did, but I put it with it because obviously it's a little more, I don't know, just more. Dude, here it is. Look, I found the gold one. It was hidden underneath. Dang it. You knew I was going to find it when I wasn't looking. Let's see. Let me get my origin. Well, it probably will fit on Cartoon Collection also. Let's give it to, excuse me, let's give it to Faker. See what Faker does. Yeah, look how good that fits. And it looks so good. Like, I don't know, like the big bulkiness of it, it looks like it would be a perfect Origins one. That little one that they gave us for it was terrible. This one really this one looks really good. That last hat kit. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, this one, yeah. This would be good for that. Yes, I 100% agree. That would be way better than the one. So what I did with this one, I don't know if you saw, but Alan from Eternia Dreams wanted to make a Mythic Legions cat, like the cat one. And did I do it on the wrong hand? Well, this one has his. Well, it is the left. It's reversed. The camera is probably reversed because this is his left hand on where I'm at. So yeah, it is his left. But Alan from Eternia Dreams asked me if I could do the purple cat, and I painted it into an Eternia cat. So I painted it the same color as this one, and then I did all the armor in silver, and like one side I did red, and one side on the armor I did green, and I did it to where I like gave it an homage to the whole tower, where I had the red side good side, or the red side bad side, and the green side good side with the weapons, and then I did this head also, and then I painted them with that blue. So I really thought that was a cool one. He actually was trying to get the Horseman to get one of those cats and do that colorway and do it as an exclusive like Eternia Dreams cat. But I don't think Horseman works that way. But I know he was going to ask and try to get them to do my design as a figure for like an exclusive for Eternity of Dreams, because he is he's a vendor for them, or he does their product, right? So I don't know, that would be pretty cool to have that come out, because that was something that we worked on together. But you never know. You never know. What else, guys? What other fun stuff could I pull out? Oh, I also had a lot of stuff working on with the third wall of Grayskull. And here's one of the tables that went on there on the inside of the third wall. And it was like the sorceress little area. And it had a chair and it had the table. And like, of course, the third wall had another shelf on the inside. That thing was so cool. And I have it right over here. And I painted Grayskull to match the third wall. I did a darker green with some black instead of that really bright green that I really didn't like in the Origins version of Grayskull. And then I just don't have room to have a fully opened up Grayskull like that. Crazy. I printed and painted that Ash from Evil Dead kit for Mega Custom X. I found it's one of those damn armors you can't. Yeah, right. I hate those. It was the same with Optimus Prime armor. Yes, this is what he's talking about. Alf, I'm with you on that. So when Mega Custom X makes these kits, so I'll backtrack. So when RBL 3D, Lovely Evil Horde, and especially Aliencito makes these armors, they make them with, I'm telling you, watch this shit. So look at how beautiful this is. This is from Aliencito. So here's the armor, and here is the back. It has a hole, even for the sword. And look at how intricate this is for, like it goes under. Watch this. Did you hear it? I hope you heard that. It clips in and it's under. It's not something that like goes up or above or breaks or something. It's clipped under the armor. This is genius. So this for Plasmar is perfect. Mega Custom X does these, which are really nice. The detail's good, and this holds the what's up, Cobb? Welcome in, brother. It holds the you guys help me with that one on the this the whatever it is for Transformers. You guys know. The something of something. Blah. I can't believe I don't even remember that. Matrix of, yes, leadership. Thank you, both you guys. Yes, but so it holds that, and it's really cool because this comes out. Was it slides down? God, some of these. It's supposed to slide down, so it slides down. It comes out. But what Mega Custom X doesn't do, and he actually even tells you when you get the file, cut it. No, we don't. We don't want to cut anything. So this doesn't fit on the figure. So you literally have to get your snips like so and just go, okay, well, fuck it, I guess. And you got to cut it on like a weak small point in order to open it up to put it on the figure. That's so stupid. Sorry. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. And the reason it's stupid is because you have people like this, Aliencito, that is making amazing freaking armor, and it just. Let me see one of those merman heads I was just hearing. Oh yeah. Check this shit out. It is like a Mondo merman head, but in 1/12. It's here somewhere, guys. You know how I am. I'll just throw shit and I lose it. Balls. Oh wait, is he in here? I think he's in here. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. All right, let's see. Dun, dun. Oh, here's the head you wanted to look at. You wanted to see this one? He wants your cat. Hey everyone, I want to eat your cat. I need a merman type head for whatever, Cobb. You're a traitor. You and all those other guys, you goddamn traitors. Used to be Motu fans. When everybody's doing goddamn Mythic Legions, you fuckers. I'm joking. I'm joking. Goddamn Mythic Legions. Fuck. Four horsemen. Yeah, get classics. Classics is four horsemen. You ain't gotta get in this new shit. You guys, I'm seriously like, Cobb, I hate you now because like I had that thing out and then I put it down somewhere and then it vanishes like in front of my face. Like that's already happened twice today, where something is completely vanished in front of my eyes. Let's see. Maybe I put him down there. Let's see. I'm gonna check this one. You got the power. Oh look, I even did the little table. Huh? How funny! I didn't print it separately, but look at Skeletor's little mini table. That's hilarious. It's in the box I just had. Okay. Oh, it's in the clear one? Okay. I know I had two of them because I remember I showed you guys twice. I go, oh yeah, I already showed you this one. So it's in this one again? All right. My Alzheimer's. Oh, yep, there it is. Thank you, Carol. There it is. Like it literally looks like a freaking Mondo head. Look at all the detail on that sucker. Well, of course it's a Motu tribute. Yeah, he's cool, man. Dun, 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 dun. Look at all those teeth. He like. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. That's that one. What did you think? Is that a good one for a Mythics custom Mythics man? Dude, I have so many you could do tributes with. Look, you could do a Cyclone tribute. You can do a Panther man, like we were talking about. Could do a Lion-O tribute with these heads. Like this is something that would work with those, right? This would work with Mythics because of the detail on it. Who's this guy? He doesn't even have a face. Like it's like a crazy thing. He's got a freaking full mask on, and that fits. This is one of those. This isn't a Rebel 3D. So this is like the Executioner or some shit. I don't know. Ooh, how about this one? Look at this face. Look at that Man at Arms head. Like that is such a good one. Oh, I need to finish that one. Because like those, I just started the base of the skin, and I was gonna, finish them, and I just never did. But yeah, that one's a good one, man. That's a really good Man at Arms. Probably have to send you the body to color match it. Well, and you know what else you got to send me, Cobb? Look what I'm doing. Look at all these pretty heads. I'm not quite done yet, but I got them started. I've got them all with the blue. I haven't done the eyeshadow or the lips or anything else yet. But this one I got pretty close, right? That one's almost done. Not quite though. Not quite done. This one is the closest to being done though. Because I got her eyeshadow on there. I'm making her a hua, Tony. She's a hua. Sharing the Loki cowl, red eye cowl, evil cousin file with you. Hell yeah. No, I don't. Please. I would appreciate that. See guys, this is what's so cool about the customizing group, that like just my boys that I customize, and especially Alf and I. Like Alf and I have been talking about this stuff for like, dude, I love bullshitting with Alf about customs and Motu and the Horde and all that good stuff. And I told him, I was like, we're gonna combine a Google Drive file and just have all of our shit, where if we have something the other one doesn't, we can just share it with each other, and then that way we help each other out, and like we can print whatever we need, right? Instead of having, I mean, we're all spending the money anyway, and it's not like we're not freaking giving these artists a shit ton of our money anyway. But it helps. Oh, this guy is so cool. I think one of the legs kind of chipped off. I'm gonna need to print another one of these small ones. This web store is so freaking cool. He would look really good for a freaking Christmas ornament, right? Because he'd be like the spider hanging from the tree. Man, that'd be really cool. So many Tila heads. I know, I know. Um, but yeah, so and this was the Optimus Prime little axe. You got the power. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I just passed on finishing it because we already have the freaking one, from Mattel. Oh, and Eugenius, that comes in here all the time. Him and I kind of chat. He sent me two heads to paint for him, and in the meantime, he had a Tila with no head from Classics that he gave me the body for, which I was like, hell freaking yeah. So that was like his thank you for me to do the eyes for him. And he just sent me this. And I just had bought one, which is crazy. I just bought one off of a Facebook group and I only paid like 20 bucks because the head was loose. So that might be a common thing with this one. But yeah, so now I have a Classics Tila body. No, that was awesome. Like he's so cool, man. Like I have a couple of like I told him and I have them sitting aside for him so when I finish the heads I'll send them out to him. But I have the movie Beastman and I have a merman with the glassy eyes. I have those two in box for him that he's gonna buy. And because he wanted to buy those during my yard sale or my garage sale. I just that was when I kind of had that really weird time and then I started working and that was like tough to find every time to do anything. But so I'm gonna send Eugenius those two, so he's gonna buy those, and then I'll finish the heads for him. But got this for doing that. That's awesome. Wonderful pastime. Creative minds are the best, dude. So much fun, man. It's so much fun. Um, no, no, you're good, man. You're good. Honestly, I am, dude. Trust me. Like I said in the beginning of this show, it's like, it's oh hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just wish I would have gotten them out sooner, and I was able a little bit more organized with it, but I had fun doing those too, man. Those garage sales were a good time. But yeah, Cobb, like what I still and for the speaking of the garage sales, I still have that Battle Cat Hot Wheels sitting there with your name on it too. So, and Allison, I have the ones that you wanted sitting there with your name on it as well. So, but I know I have some stuff I want to print for Allison too that to help with her so she can start getting some customs done of like the stuff she has. But like here's another one that's kind of a mythic type. I think I might have showed you guys at the beginning, but kind of like a beast man, but freaking awesome those tusks and shit. That would be a cool Beastman tribute, Cobb. Ooh, looky there. That would be pretty cool. But even like this one, here's the Lords of Power 4-pack or 5-pack. This is that head for the Skeletor. But I printed it in clear. I don't know why, but I did. I think sometimes what I do is if I have stuff on the printer and it's like lined up and I have like this much space left, I'll say, well, what can I throw on there? And I'll throw like 3 or 4 or 5 different heads on there. And sometimes the resin is the clear resin, and sometimes it's glow in the dark, sometimes it's gray. But like this guy, I still need to pay him. He's cool. I showed you guys at the beginning, but and it's pretty cheesy and the articulation is cheesy, but like how cool is this guy? The freaking Cat's Lair, man. Come on, man. That is dope. I could put him right on the freaking the playset that I have. But it's made to where like it opens up here and that's where you get your articulation because the back end opens and you've got all the parts for the moving parts and it's got little pegs there so you can still it's just like the old vintage style like with articulation but it has two of those damn claws, right? Love that top scale. Yeah, it's a good one, the Lords of Power. Seen that Beastman type head and was wanting to use it too. I just needed to see that earlier. Yeah, that one is pretty cool. And I did that one again a long time ago. I got the file. I think that one is I don't even remember who did that one, but it's one of the guys that I usually get stuff from. There is one. There's a guy. His name is he does His name's Wallace Customs or Wallace Prints, and I got some stuff from him, and he does a lot of the ones where he does full figures. Because I even told him, I said, dude, this is so good. If you made it to fit Origins, you would make a lot, do really good. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks, But he would always make it like the neck just flat that fit only the body that he made, and it was only regular 5 POA. Here's one that I made, and I printed a bunch of them, and this is the one that I made that was from the comic that was the He-Man as a snake, and I literally got one of the files that I found from a He-Man head, and in Mesh Mixer I was able to get like a tool that was like a sculpting tool, and I sculpted the scales into the file before I printed it to make it look like a snake. And it's a little harder to see with the clear, but just to show you, this is what it looks like raw. But let me cover up there. So here is, you can see all of the ribs in there. Like I did the, come on, Kenzo, get it right here. Focus, camera. But there you can see the shine of the snake skin there. But then I put him on, I think I did the whole thing in 3D printing, but I want to say, no, I didn't put, because I did that to the skin of the body and everything. I thought it was cool. And then there was a couple people that made it after, and they did it with just paintbrushes, like they painted the like little pieces on there. But I wanted to do it on 3D printing. There are some really cool vintage style full figure. Yeah, it's true. It's true, and it is the less, and just for what we do, like what do we do? I mean, it's not like I put them in these crazy action poses anyway. They're all just kind of hanging out. So even the statues, like a lot of those statues that I printed, like LA figures, the statues are so good. Like I have He-Man, Skeletor, and She-Ra all across the top, sitting on one of those racks. So I just think it's cool. I don't know. I like it. Those are cool too. And yeah, I get it. A lot of people don't like the fact that they don't articulate. But even this one, I made this one for my Mondo to put on there, like when I didn't have the ultimate one. But here's the old vintage, and you could do this in the 112th. It's made for the 112th, but it actually has the little articulated jaw, and you can change the face out. So it has just the hole there, and then the back of the face has the peg. And this was a really accurate, cartoon accurate Skeletor face. This is one of my favorites as far as being cartoon accurate. And I got this one, and I wanted to put this one on the Mondo um, Skeletor, the one I got for the Revelation. So, is it tricky learning 3D printer? Okay, so Alf is going to give me shit for this one, but like there's a little bit of a beginning opening portion of the FDM printer stuff. Like you have to level it, you have to make sure everything is good, put it together. Resin, you have to do a really quick, easy level that you can. I mean, they give you you could break down the video. They have Elegoo has like a whole video system where they just tell you what to do. Some of them are right out of the box. They're already pre-leveled. Like those new ones, they're different. They like the ones I have, the build plate goes down, up, down, up, down. Where the new ones, the build plate stays the same and the bottom goes up, down. And it's a little different, but it's not very difficult. Trust me, if I could do it, anybody could do it. The only thing is you have to make sure and have the equipment. Like you have to make sure and keep it, like if you do resin like these, you want to keep them away from kids. You want to keep them in an area where you can kind of have a window. You don't want to be breathing too much of it in. You don't want to be touching it without gloves. So make sure and get a lot of nitrile gloves. You're going to use a lot of paper towels, isopropyl alcohol, or there is some resin cleaner, but it's one of those to where once you get all the starter stuff and then you're good. Then you could just fire it off. Like I still have and then of course buying the resin. The resin you can get anywhere from like $14 to like 100 and so odd bucks. Like you can spend whatever you want, but a lot of this stuff is standard resin. Like I'm not getting any special resin that's crazy out of the ordinary or anything. Would that work on cartoon collection? Yes, yeah, because I can print it smaller. I can print it for 1/12. I can print it for whatever. The opening is big like this, but this is one where you can do the trick with the hot glue, where you put some saran wrap around, or cling wrap or whatever around the peg hole, and then you shoot hot glue into like the quick drying hot or the quick cooling hot glue up in there, and then you put it on the peg with the saran wrap over it, and then when you let it cool down, then when you pull it out, you take that saran wrap out of there, and then it's got the peg hole in there, so you can fit it in there. So you can make them as big or as small as you want. Like you saw my 18-inch Skeletor, 20 whatever it was, 20-inch Skeletor. That's a battle armor. That was just a standard file, but I upgraded it 425%, something like that. So that's the coolest part about that. Already put those in our drive folder for enjoy. I want to see you paint those badass. Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited, man. I am excited. Thank you so much. So yours has the movie. Yeah, see, and I have the one before that. So I'd really like to get the upgrade. So if I get in touch with these ladies and they are offering to do that, I am absolutely going to get. If I can get multiples, I'll get multiples of them and try to see how much they'll let me have. Um, a learning curve, but it's not hard. I agree, 100%, 100%. Yeah, the hot glue thing is actually a really good deal. So usually for me, if it's my stuff, I don't really care too much, and I'll just use the stickum, like the stick stuff for sticky tack shit. Those are, you get a pack like that with the sticks, and you use them forever, and they're so easy to just put it in there and it sticks. Like if you have a wobbly head, you put it in there, it's fine. It doesn't change anything for me. But like with 3D prints, if somebody wants to be a little more exact, I'll do the glue stuff, because then it stays in there. It holds it, it grips it, and then you don't have to mess with it anymore. So it's a good way to do it. Filament printing has more tricks, but once you get it down, you're good. I know I don't level my filament printer, but once in a while, that's cool. See, and that's why I need to stop being such a bitch about it and just get it done. Like I want to print the He-Man hair. Oh, I saw that file. I have that file. I downloaded it. I want that damn He-Man hair that they have. I saw that file, like, and I said, dude, this should be my first print with that new printer, is to do the He-Man hair. Like, I'm so excited to print that for my, I'll wear that every live stream. I don't give a shit. That would be funny. Holy yeah. Well, like this one, Alf, like we're talking about, like this one here. This was like that Wallace. He did a whole body of, and this is the Ice Armor He-Man, right, for 2000X. So, but what I ended up doing way back in the day, I know I could be wearing it today. But what I did way back in the day was I actually I cut the boots on mesh mixer. I actually did the plain cut, and I cut the boots and I put the holes, and I used it to make an Origins version of this. And granted, now they have the kits and stuff, but it is so addicting. And if you get on these things, you could just fall down a rabbit hole. You'll be looking at files for hours. Like you could be on there all night just looking at files to print, because there's so much out there. Um, what else? Like even files like this before those Skeleton Warriors came out, I printed a bunch of these. Like I made my own. I combined this head that I found with the body. I bought the armor from somewhere else. I put the bat on there myself, and like I made my own little Skeleton Warrior guys for Wondar. I did it for the Wondar cover, like the back of that Wondar cover. So yeah, CG Trader. I remember I talked to him. I used to talk to him a lot back in the day, but he told me that he got screwed a few times on cults, and that's why he'll never put his stuff on cults. He'll only do CG Trader. So, but even like this one, you probably have this one too, Alf. This one is like like a Ram Man type armor, and it really like it's crazy, because like when you put it on the Origins, like it snaps on tight. Like it's almost hard to come off once you get it on there. But like it even has like because even the inside has like the outline of the body of the Origins. I had to sand it down to actually make it work. But this one is really cool. It's a little big, little bulky for it, but I actually really enjoy it. But like even little ones, like this one was for Pythonus. This was Pythonus's belt. And I did the Pythonus, I 3D printed the head in the clear green, and then I did the hands and the feet and stuff. And then I just used the Moss Man, mutated Moss Man from Turtles, and I got my X-Acto knife and I just scraped off all the veins that they had on there, and I used that clear green, and I did my whole Pythonus for in clear green, which was totally different than anybody else has done. But I liked it. It was fun. I did it kind of the same way that this He-Man is. I did it in like the translucent green color. This guy's cool though. But this is just the standard He-Man. I just printed it, and I added the axe to the back of him pre-print. So of course it's like half inside the body there, so it's not going anywhere. But it's just a statue, you know. But it's cool. Like it's different. Why not, right? Um, Gosh, what else do I have? Oh, you guys might remember this one, or you might not, because it wasn't like very popular. But when I did Collector Man, I used the collector that Yurko made, and then I just completely shrunk it down to this size on my file, and then I made it to where I had to drill some out and use my Dremel and stuff and make it fit. But I made Collector Man, so I did the armor and everything, so it fit perfectly on there. And his weapon is like the two prongs that come out of the collector. So I don't know, just something to something creative, right? Trying to think outside the box a little sometimes. Oh, look, I got an imp. I got a big old imp. This one's double the size, I think. This is for 1/6. So this would go good with the, well, maybe not 1/6. Well, I think I printed him at 200%, but I still don't think it's good enough for like Mondo. I don't think it's big enough for Mondo, but I think he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. That was a good file. Did you use the bullion tool to merge all those parts on that little slime He-Man? That's a big imp. Yeah, all I did, I don't think I even did the boolean. So what I did, Alf, when I got the file, and if you don't have, I'm sure you probably have it, but when I got the file from Cults, it was just the standard origins, right? Or standard vintage. So when I used that and I got onto Mesh Mixer, I would put the files up one at a time, boom, boom, and it would actually place them where they're supposed to go. So if you put all the files into Mesh Mixer, it'll put them where the artist did all his work, to where it's got, like, when you put the body there, when you put the arm, it'll go on to where it's supposed to. You put the arm, it's supposed to go there. And if you want to rotate it, you can, up and down. But then I just did the select and clicked all three and then merged them. Just click, 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 and combine files. So all files were combined. And I did it with the head and I did it with the body. So all of those things, usually, sometimes you have to, like, some of them, not all of them do that, but those you just try to line up as good as you can, and then I just click, click, combine. But the boolean does help to make sure if it's not in the right spot, when you're putting it in there, getting it or clicking it to make it clear helps to where you can see the hole and where you're going from the see through, and it helps. But of course I haven't done it in so long that I need to get my ass. I just miss it. I really miss doing this, guys. I really want to get back into it. Like, I'm sick of selling mattresses. Did I say that out loud? I'm over it. Like, I'm a creator. I'm not a sales guy, man. Here's one of my old red Modis. And that's in the, granted it's dirty as hell, but it's in the translucent, or the, see, and I kind of screwed up. I didn't realize what I was doing. I should have used, like, I put a little glue there and it dried bad. But what I should have done is just used a clear resin and combine it with that. I could scrape that off, but I don't really like how that looks because of that line. That's probably why it's sitting in the bin, is because of that line. But here's another. I don't know if this is Pythonus or what. I think this one looks a little different. I don't know if it is. I don't think it's Pythonus. I think that was maybe Frogmonger or something. Here's a belt for 2000X. Guys, I might have to. Let's see. I've been going an hour and a quarter. I think I'm gonna cut it, guys. It's 11:30. I was gonna put in my phone charger, but if I do that, my microphone won't work anymore. So, because it's plugged into the bottom, but I'm at like less than 10%, and this thing's gonna get bad quickly. So, making a vintage He-Man head for Origins. No, dude, like, literally have, here it is right here. Look, there's the vintage head, and it fits Origins. Yep. Absolutely. This was a, I know a bunch of, there was a couple people that did that one. So that one, and I have Skeletor also. Not just the Alcala. Alcala head is like my favorite. That one just looks awesome. But the standard, oh yeah, here it is. Look, standard vintage Skeletor head, and it's for Origins. So yes, those are definitely out there. So pretty awesome. It makes chocolate and one for gummies. Dude, with those filament printers, I think there are printers that do use food. Like you can print food. Like they do have those out there. You just have to, I don't know how much those cost, but um, that's why they call us starving artists, because we do what we love. Yeah, it's true. 100%, man. I agree with you. Absolutely. Thank you guys for hanging out. Like I said, it was just an impromptu thing because I knew Oz was not feeling well, and everybody kind of dispersed from the Ozstradamus toy channel tonight. So I thought, might as well go live while I'm down here. So okay, I will absolutely. Which Skeletor and He-Man? I'll just do both of them. I'll go through a lot of those, and I'll just start kind of loading them up. That way you can have some more too, brother. So I appreciate what you're doing as well, adding that shit for me, and I will definitely do the same. And before I go, oh look, it's, what is this, Conan? I think this is Conan, right? That's his little thing, Conan the Barbarian. But anyway, so and this is where the first one I wanted to show Cobb, because this is one I painted darker so you can kind of see. I have primer on this one, so you can see it a little bit better. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much for joining. I had a blast talking and hanging out with you guys. And yeah, so I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday night if you guys are around. I'll be here at 7 o'clock over upstairs in the toy room probably, and we'll be going over some other stuff. So, oh, Mikey, you came so late, and you didn't even invite me to yours. Um, Jordan from Canada told me he ratted you guys out and said that you didn't invite me to be on your live. So, it's cool, man. It's cool, bro. So, all right, guys. I will see you all on Tuesday. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And yeah, stay creative, right? We'll see you guys later. Peace. How do I stop this? How do I stop this? Ah.